Greg Mackling on Mackling and Megarry, and it is the new year, and Kim, often that means people making resolutions, one in particular involving fitness.
Mm-hmm. That's the biggest one, I think, isn't it?
I would think so, yes. I remember back when I used to go to a gym, I feel guilty just saying that, but when I used to go to the gym, there was always an influx.
Yeah.
After New Year's.
Oh, that's the big joke, right? It's going to be packed for about a week and a half, and then you get the gym to yourself again.
Yep.
Right? And, of course, it makes sense. You've just eaten your own body weight in butter tarts for 2 weeks or maybe a month and a half, depending on when your holiday celebrations kind of get going, and people feel puffy and gross and heavy and yucky, and they've put on weight and their pants don't fit, and why wouldn't you make a resolution to get fit? But, as we were talking about earlier with Greg Mackling, 45% of us make resolutions, only 8% of us keep them.
Wow.
And that's not a surprise, given what we see and about how much talk there is about broken resolutions. And that is why we've invited personal trainer Sandi Knox into the studio today, the co-owner of Body Balance Fitness and Massage Studio, to talk a little bit about, not really about resolutions per se, but about making fitness a lifestyle. Because ultimately, isn't that what we want? To make it a lifestyle?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me, guys. It's great to come on and talk about this topic. You know, I've been a trainer for over a decade, and this is one of the biggest questions I hear at the end of a year and at the beginning of the following year is, how do you make health and fitness a lifestyle?
How do you make it stick?
How do you make it stick? That is the golden answer. Pull out your pen and paper, guys, because here it is.
Sandy's got. She actually has 5 key elements that you need to make it a lifestyle. And that's, I think we all understand how important it is to have fitness and health as a part of our lives. We hear about it everywhere, in the media, everywhere. We hear about obesity and how it's such a huge problem, not just in the United States, but here in Canada as well. Illness is just on the rise. Our healthcare system is inundated. We can't keep up. There's so much we can do for ourselves, yet a lot of us just don't do it because it's easier and more comfortable to sit on the couch and watch The Bachelor, isn't it? But Sandi, 5 key elements to making it a lifestyle. So why don't we dive in here? Let's talk about those 5 key elements, because again, I know, you're hearing it everywhere. I think people really want to get a handle on their health. They want to feel better.
Yes.
They want their clothes to fit better. They want to look good, because who doesn't want to look good and just feel good? But it seems like it's so hard to do, and in fact, people think it's so hard that oftentimes they don't even start.
Exactly. It really comes down to having a plan. And the first part of the 5-step element is your why. Why do you want to get fit? Why do you want it to make it your lifestyle, your health and fitness? And the why turns into your goal, right? You hear about a lot of people getting ready for their wedding. They want to fit into their dress. They want to train for a marathon. That's a great goal. But what happens when that ends? How do you make it a lifestyle? How do you keep going? It comes down to your why. You want to make it a lifestyle, long-standing, and you want to have one goal after the other after the other. So what I have a lot of clients do is I have them set a short-term goal, something they can hit in 21 to 30 days. Maybe drop a few pounds, a few inches, start feeling more energy, and just start feeling really good about themselves, right?
Well, and I think, too, it's interesting. I feel like talking to people, they don't feel like their long-term health is actually in their control, that when they get older, they're just going to be subject to whatever happens, that they, I just may end up being one of those people who has no mobility. But it really is in our control, and the sooner you start, or not even the sooner you start, you can start at any age, right?
I'm so glad you said that.
That it is in your control, and if you, getting out there, walking every day even, that is going to ensure that you can keep on walking. Something as simple as that.
Absolutely, Kim. As a trainer for over a decade now, and training people from age 13 to 90, believe it or not, before Christmas, I had clients coming in their 80s and 90s, never worked out a day in their life, wanting to make change, wanting to get more mobility in their hips. They come in, they sit on a chair, they have a 30-minute session with me. We do stretching in a chair, we start lifting some hand weights, and they start feeling really good about themselves and start moving around. So when I hear people say, it's too late, or, my time is past, I always have the answer. It's No, it's never too late. I train athletes, I train moms, I train families. I've got the mom, the dad, the children in there with them. You can really make it a family event. And I think that's another thing, too, is don't feel like you have to tackle this yourself. If you want to make it a lifestyle and you have a family, you have to get everybody involved, right? Eating healthy, working out, moving. That way, when you want to go tobogganing, that's what we're doing here in Winnipeg, right? If you want to go tobogganing, everybody can do it, and you haven't got somebody on the sidelines huffing and puffing or tired, and they have sore knees or sore back, and they can't get on the toboggan, or they can't throw, a snowball, right?
Or, I guess if your family's not on board, you may have a house full of junk food that you don't want to have to avoid. You're trying to avoid it, they're eating it, and eventually you're just going to fall prey to the junk food because you're watching them eat it. It's hard. That takes so much willpower. It's right in front of you. Yeah. If everybody's on board, then maybe you can eliminate those things from the house.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad that you touched on nutrition, because it's one thing to, everybody thinks, okay, I'm going to get the gym membership at the beginning of the year. I'm going to set the New Year's resolution. The gym's going to solve all my problems. But you get there, and if you don't have an exercise plan, you haven't got a clue what you're doing with the equipment. And then if you do get a half-decent workout in, you did figure something out, maybe you Googled something, you YouTubed something, you had something to work with, you still don't have the nutrition. So you come home, you haven't properly prepared your body with your pre-workout food or your post-workout food, so now you're either feeling sore the next day, or some people just can't even get out of the bed. And this is going to happen to a lot of people, today and tomorrow, who have been at the gym and who've, really pushed it and went crazy, and they don't have the nutrition. They haven't eaten before their workout or after, or they don't have the correct food. So I'm so glad you mentioned nutrition.
What, eating before a workout, what should somebody be eating before a workout?
Well, definitely I don't suggest, the average general public. I definitely don't want people, fasting before the workout, unless you've been in doing workouts for a long period of time. But you want to have something nice and light. You could put a nice little shake together with a little bit of coconut milk and a banana for your potassium to regulate your water in your body. Have a little something like that about an hour or two before you work out. And then afterwards, you could do another shake with a little peanut butter in there. Let's get a little bit of protein in there for your muscle building. You can also do an apple, a little bit of cheese, maybe 12 almonds. People tend to go overdo it with the nuts. I see people so many times just, packing the nuts in the bag, count out 12 almonds. That is enough. That'll do it.
12
almonds.
Is that universal for everybody, or is it based on...
You know what? It's just a really nice standard guideline for people, because the calories really do add up with nuts. Before you take a handful of nuts, take a look on the can or the bag of nuts. I mean, it's nothing to end up with 500 calories sitting in your hand. You're thinking that's more than an average meal, which should be about 300 calories.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I know.
So you talked about 5 elements to make it a lifestyle. So let's go through these 5 points for people so they know, what it's going to take. If they really have decided this is the time, I'm going to do this, but I want to make it stick. How are we going to make it stick? So what's the first element?
The first one is set your goal. Set your goal. Whether you're going to lose weight, whether you want to gain lean muscle mass, whether you're training for a marathon, whether you just want to feel good, you want to have energy again, set that goal. And don't set the goal to be something that you're going to hit at the end of the year. Set a short-term goal, something that you can hit in 21 to 30 days, then set another goal for 2 months down the line, another one for 6 months, and then another one for at the end of the year. So you have those nice little sort of rewards along the way for hitting those little marks along the way. You fit into a pair of jeans or into a nice dress, or you just have a lot more energy. Those are nice things to keep you going. So that would be step 1, get your goal.
All right, so what's number 2? What's the second element to making fitness a lifestyle?
Is getting the proper exercise plan. You have to have the proper plan to hit your goals. So, for example, if you want to lose, say you had 80 pounds to lose, you weren't going to go into a bodybuilding, heavy weightlifting program. You're going to want to be doing cardio, and vice versa. If you want to gain lean muscle mass, you want to have nice, long, lean, toned muscles, you're not going to be doing a pile of cardio. You're going to want to get a nice balance of the strength and the cardio. So having your exercise program match your goal is huge. And I think that's where a lot of people slip up, because they run to the gym or join a fitness class, but it may not get them to their goal, if you know what I mean.
Is it worth it, though, if someone's brand new and all of that sounds overwhelming and they're saying, I can't run, I'm too overweight to do some of these exercises, or I hate cardio, or weights scare me, or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. People have a lot of reasons. Yeah. Something like just committing to 30 minutes of walking a day, is that enough?
Absolutely. It is such a great place to start, and I do suggest that for a lot of people, or even stretching, and another thing is seeking out somebody to help you set those goals, right? And get the exercise plan. Someone like myself is trained. Find a trainer, find an instructor at a gym, at a studio. A lot of times a gym membership can be overwhelming, so I have people sign up for a class. It's 12 weeks. It's not as overwhelming to sign up for something that is a shorter period of time, and also people are taking attendance. So then they'll notice when you're not there, and that's another way to keep motivated. But absolutely, to start with walking every day, start with some light stretching. The other thing is people are really afraid to go into a gym or into a studio as well. So there's so many options for at-home workouts. Mm-hmm. It's a great, great option.
I'm going to pause our conversation with Sandi Knox, who is a personal trainer and co-owner of Body Balance Fitness and Massage Studio, because there's a lot of people who have made the resolution, as they do every year, to get fit. So we want to help you keep that resolution as 2017 begins. It's 1:45. Brett Megarry with Kim Babich-Gesell on 680 CJOB.
Meckling and Megarry on 680 CJOB.
One of the myths about mold is that people think they need to hire a company that uses all sorts of dangerous chemicals to get rid of it. So you're treating something that can hurt you with something that can hurt you? But the solution is easy. Breathe easy. Breathe Easy Eco Solutions. Find out more about the completely natural process that kills mold without harmful chemicals. Book your free inspection today. 204-416-6500.
680 CJOB keeps things interesting on our website at CJOB.com. Connect with us for everything going on in Winnipeg. 680 CJOB welcomes Soundtracks Live to the Centennial Concert Hall on January 20th to 22nd. Action, adventure, sci-fi, and fantasy. Great Hollywood scores come to life at Soundtracks Live, including Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and Zootopia. Details at CJOB.com. And Canadian Icons Blue Rodeo visit the MTS Center on Saturday, January 14th. Head to CJOB.com to win tickets to the show.
Excuse me, Bruce Martin here from Calvary Temple Church. This year, winter certainly took a while to get here, but when it came with a blast. Nothing like a north wind in Winnipeg. Jesus had a way of showing up for his friends in stormy situations. Sometimes he takes us out of the storm, and other times he calms the storm inside of us. Now, if there's no wind of adversity blowing in your life, pardon the interruption. Sundays, 9, 10:10, and 11:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. in the evening. Come discover Jesus.
Hi, my name is Clint Ryan, Vice President of Perfect Placement Systems, your Consumer Choice Award winner 2 years running. Today more than ever, deadlines must be met and orders must go out. Don't let staffing deficiencies hold your business back. Perfect Placement can have qualified personnel to your job site when you need them most with exceptional customer service. So no matter the time of the shift or the amount of staff you need, my team and I will do our best to help you and your business stay on track. So Google us at Perfect Placement Systems. That's Perfect Placement Systems, your perfect staffing solution.
It's time for another episode of Kitchens with KK, and I'm here with Chris Denchuk from Kitchens Today. Hey, Chris, how much does it cost to have a laminate countertop installed?
Well, Kathy, you can have laminate countertops installed in your home for as little as $23 a square foot. We also have a great selection of in-stock countertops for the do-it-yourselfer for only $9 a square foot, available for same-day service. Come see our fabulous showroom at 443 Tureen Street or online at winnipegcustom.com.
It's Kitchens Today, a division of Winnipeg Custom Countertops.
Healthier living starts with Vita Health Fresh Market.
They say 50 is the new 30, but is that true for you? Being youthful at any age requires great nutrition. Progressive multivitamins provide your body with maximum nutrients based on age, gender, and activity level. Choose from our women over 50 or men over 50. Give yourself the right fuel to feel great and live younger with progressive multivitamins from
Vita Health Fresh Market, empowering people to lead healthy lives with 6 Winnipeg locations or at myvita.ca.
680 CJOB. Weather.
The weather is brought to you by W Network. The hit drama Nashville is back. Catch the 2-hour season premiere Thursday night at 9 Eastern, only on the W Network. Well, there are some snowfall warnings for southeastern Manitoba, where 10 to 25 centimeters are expected by tomorrow afternoon. Today, we do see some light snow falling, 2 centimeters expected, a northeast wind gusting to 50 with a high of minus 12. For tonight, more snow, amounts 5 to 10 centimeters, still with the wind, a low of minus 20, and the wind chill will make it feel like a very cold minus 33. Tomorrow. Periods of light snow ending near noon, then cloudy skies, and it will still be windy, a high of minus 19, but the wind will make it feel like minus 34. On Wednesday, sunny skies and a high of minus 20. Right now in Winnipeg, it's minus 14, but feels like minus 22 at 680 CJOB.
Meckling and Megarry on 680 CJOB.
It's Brett Megarry with Kim Babich-Gesell in for Greg Mackling today on Mackling and Megarry. And in studio we have Sandi Knox, who is a personal trainer and co-owner of Body Balance Fitness and Massage Studio. Canada's top trainer in 2015, by the way, as awarded by the Canadian Fitness Professionals. So that's kind of cool. So I think if
you're going to trust anyone, trust Sandi.
Trust Canada's top trainer.
Yeah.
We're talking about fitness. Of course, it's the new year, 2017. Maybe you have made the resolution to get fit in 2017, so we want to help you stick that landing. And Sandi has a 5-step plan. Steps 1 and 2 are set your goal and get a proper exercise plan. What is step 3?
Step 3 is nutrition, and I have to say, a lot of people, you can set their goal and they can actually get an exercise plan going, but I find things start to fall apart with the nutrition. And I think it's because people need to realize, you have to set that time aside to prepare your meals ahead of time, and I know that can seem daunting, but if you get set up with a trainer, someone like myself, that it can actually, get you a plan that works. It works for your lifestyle, it works for your family, it works for yourself, whether you're gluten-free, vegan, paleo, whatever, and be able to work that into your lifestyle and actually teach you how to cook things in bulk. That has saved our world, hasn't it? And, cook in bulk, have stuff prepared ahead of time. So I call it my grab and go. My kitchen is a drive-through. I open up the fridge, I pull out our stuff for the day, and we are set.
If you follow Sandi on Facebook, you will see she's often posting photos of their bulk cooking, her and her husband Sheldon, who is also at Body Balance Fitness Studio. You will see the Tupperwares, the lines of them with this bulk prepared food. That's kind of where, that's the person I think of, because I do follow you on Facebook, and that's what I think of when I think of Sandi, is this bulk prepared food, because it makes it easy for you. There's never a time when you're in your kitchen going, I don't know what to eat, and you're grabbing for a bag of something unhealthy. You've got pre-prepared healthy food, and tasty too, right? It's not it's not bland broccoli and chicken, broiled chicken.
Absolutely not. I mean, my husband, he loves food, and it has to taste good. And, the thing that we have for breakfast, we have a breakfast shake. It's an actual meal replacement. It's really quick and easy. I just throw a banana in the blender with my Shakeology and coconut milk and some ice and a little bit of peanut butter, and he says it tastes like Reese's peanut butter cups. That's how I want to start my day.
Well, but interestingly, though, with the nutrition, I mean, I think it can be hard to really overhaul eating habits when you do it all at once, right? And so we can approach these things slowly and incrementally, right? You can do a little bit at a time so that it can become a lifestyle change. And because if you just try, on Monday, I'm going to cut everything out that's bad, I'm going to eat carrots and celery and salads and none of the bad stuff, no potato chips, no nothing else, you're going to last a week. You're not even going to last a week. You're going to last 2 or 3 days, and it's going to be over. So you want to probably, I'm going to imagine you'll tell us to implement these things into our lives in a methodical kind of fashion.
Absolutely. I always tell people, start with breakfast. Believe it or not, a lot of people are still skipping breakfast and just really don't know what to do, and they go and they grab a coffee and they get jacked up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then they're under their desk at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because they're coming down off of the caffeine. So start off with an easy breakfast, and things like a quick shake. Then start changing 1 meal a day after that. That's what I always suggest. Get the breakfast going, then get lunch going, then figure out supper, then figure out your snacks. That is really the key step program that has helped my clients so much over the years.
All right, so nutrition is number 3 of your 5 key elements to making health your lifestyle. What is number 4?
Number 4 is, that whole buddy system. You hear about this a lot, having a buddy with you, and this is to keep you on track. So you either have a buddy, a family, a friend, a coworker, somebody that wants to change their health, as well. Make it their lifestyle. Or you're going to seek out a trainer like myself. And it's really about somebody that's going to be checking in with you daily, weekly, monthly, yearly on, are you setting goals? Are you doing your exercises? Are you cooking your meals and preparing and getting it all in little Glad baggies? And are you cooking in bulk? And are you really sticking to your plan? And how are you en route towards your goals? And so that's really what it comes down to, is having that support.
A lot of people are getting into online support groups as well, right? There's a lot of that, which can be, maybe you don't have someone in your life who will be on board with you. A lot of people will say, well, I don't know anybody who wants to do this with me. There's online support groups.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Kim. You know, I just became a Beachbody coach, adding on to everything else a year ago. And that's what I do, is I set people up with home workout programs. They get a nutrition plan, they get their shakes, and they get me as their personal coach. And they get this whole support group online. It's private, it's secure, it's safe, it's secret, and it's 24/7 support. So basically, people are, if you're on Facebook anyways, why not go on there and post a selfie of yourself working out? And this is how I keep people on track. They can check in daily. They have questions about their exercises. We can keep them on track. So it's myself and 100 other people keeping these people on track. It's pretty fantastic.
Well, and too, if you have a question or a concern, or you're feeling hopeless in the middle of the night, like I don't see any change, or I think I want to quit, you can go on at any time. You don't have to phone someone and rouse them out of bed and just type, hey, someone help me. And inevitably on these kind of support groups, people seem to just pop up. There's always somebody online. And whether it be Facebook, whether you just go into Google and look for a fitness support group, there's all kinds of things out there. You can find something that suits you.
Absolutely. If I had $1 for every time I saw somebody, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll check on my group at 3, and I'll see somebody posting there going, I'm giving up. I just ate a chocolate bar, I'm done. And then, 2 minutes later, somebody jumps on and says, no, hey, put your running shoes on at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing it. Post a live video. Let's do this. And I think that's really what it's about, is just really surround yourself with positive people that are on the same mission.
All right, so your buddy system is number 4. Number 5, the 5th key element to making sure that healthy lifestyle is your lifestyle.
This is the biggest part, and I think this can derail just about anybody, and this is capital S, support. Not only the online support, but your family. So basically, anybody that's in your circle, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, your online group, you have to have that support in almost all areas of your life to make it your lifestyle. You know what I mean? If people are trying to quit smoking or quit drinking, you don't want to be sitting next to somebody who's smoking and drinking. It's not going to help. So if you're looking to make, health and fitness your lifestyle, you're not going to be, sitting beside somebody who's eating junk food or potato chips. You're actually going to want to be next to people that are actually, lacing up their shoes and want to go for a run with you or a walk with you, or they don't want to go to the drive-thru and get some bad food. They actually want to stop and eat your, go to the park and eat your carrots and your broccoli.
Sandy, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Yeah.
I know we only booked you from 1:30 to 2, but do you have to leave right after 2 o'clock?
I could hang out and talk all day about this.
Okay, because I have more questions, and the clock is always chasing after us, and we do need to pause. I'm going to go read the news, and then we're going to carry on. Sandi Knox, personal trainer, co-owner of Body Balance Fitness and Massage Studio. Brett Megarry with Kim Babich-Gesell on 680 CJOB.
680 CJOB presents the advanced screening of The Founder, starring